So, I was busy shooting a short film last night, which we can talk about another time. But, so I wasn't present for it, but the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards was yesterday.
Okay.
And during it, they debuted the first trailer for the live-action movie, Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
Yeah, I saw a poster for that. It looks not horrible.
Yeah, so I watched the trailer, early this morning, and it looks so fun and cute. It's like a kid-friendly Indiana Jones.
Okay.
Is how a lot of people are describing it. Apparently, Danny Trejo is voicing Boots, which I don't know how I feel about that.
His name sounds familiar. Who is he?
He's, you remember Spy Kids, Uncle Machete?
I never actually watched Spy Kids.
Okay.
I wanted to when I was younger, but I didn't know how to get my hands on it because I didn't know how movies worked. I was like 5. I was like 4 or 5. I remember when this movie came out, and I wanted to see it, but I didn't know how movies work, so I'm like, well, guess I'll never see it ever, and I just never saw it.
The Spy Kids movies are pretty fun. So in the Spy Kids movies, there's a character named Uncle Machete, he's like their cool uncle spy who goes on little adventures around the world. But the same director, Robert Rodriguez, also directed a series of movies called Machete, which is about a man also played by Danny Trejo.
Oh my god.
It's like a hardcore action movie.
It's in the same universe.
It's the same character. It's just, it's never directly addressed, but it is in fact the same character played by Danny Trejo. And it's so funny.
That is really good.
But anyway, he's in a lot of stuff. Oh, he was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. He's Rosa Diaz's dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
His voice is like... Yeah, holy shit.
Really deep. And it's really deep and tough and gritty.
That's so funny. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think I dig that choice. That's really, really good.
I'm so used to Boots sounding like a kid.
Yeah, like a child, like a baby monkey, but no.
Because he probably was voiced by a child.
That's so funny.
And he's just gonna be voiced by Danny Trejo. Benicio del Toro from Guardians of the Galaxy is voicing Swiper, apparently. Which is very fun.
Oh my goodness. Is Dora gonna be like a kid or
she's like a high schooler,
aged up? Okay, so she's still
in the trailer. She her parents are like, you need to stop, just living in the jungle with us, going on adventures. You need to be a regular kid and go to school. So they send her off to live with Diego in the suburbia, and she's adjusting to school life, and everyone's like, of course Dora has a fucking giant tomahawk knife in her backpack,
This sounds really good.
It's super cute and very
kind of
fun.
Impressed with the story.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it. If you're gonna make a live action Dora, just do it right, and I think they're doing it right.
Fun. Yeah.
I wonder why they bothered to make a live-action Dora, but, whatever. Yeah. I can't be mad. It sounds fun.
Of, the Nick Jr. properties they could have rebooted and made, a movie out of, I don't know if Dora would have been my first pick.
What would have been your first pick?
Oswald.
Oh my god.
Obviously.
A live-action remake of Oswald?
No. Not a live-action remake, but a movie version of Oswald.
Oh god, I thought you meant live-action. I'm like, what do you envision these characters looking like?
It's just Fred Savage in a really
just
weird...
in an octopus suit. It's like one of those Oswald mascot costumes. I'm curious if such a thing exists now.
Well, an Oswald fursuit?
An Oswald, face character at, some park or something.
Maybe.
Oswald mascot suit. I'm Googling it right now.
Uh,
I'm seeing Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, which is cute, but not what I'm looking for.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not
also,
seeing the octopus. Damn, that sucks.
damn, that sucks. Also, like, it is very cool to see, like, a movie that has, like, a majority, like, Latinx cast.
Yeah.
I think that's, like, super cool and important and impressive. And, honestly, Dora looks really good. Like, the person that got to play Dora, she looks the part.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, she's dressed like the character, but, like, correct. Like, she has the hair. They made the hair work somehow. It's very cute. What are you giggling about?
I found not an Oswald like mascot suit. I found a it looks like a Halloween costume that like this little kid's mom made, and
Oh, that's cute.
and it's like very cute, and it's like very nice. Like the kid is wearing the Oswald suit, and he's holding like these two stuffed like it's like a stuffed penguin, and I guess the mom made like what is her name, Daisy.
Oh, that's
It's
cute.
very cute. It's a little silly looking, and I'm gonna send you the picture over Discord.
That sounds fun.
The kid looks like he's having a good time.
Oh!
There's something really funny about the way this kid is just like clutching Daisy. It's really funny.
Yeah. Daisy's a side piece.
Yeah, holy shit. Henry is too. But everybody knew that.
Of course. We all knew which way Henry was swinging.
I think
Oh, man.
I think Henry has the award for the world's gayest penguin.
So, a few weeks ago, maybe it was episode 2, I think, I was talking about being on medication, and it was making me, like, really sleepy all the time.
Yeah, that's pretty common.
And it wasn't doing much for, like, my actual mental health. It was mostly just making me tired. And so I talked to my doctor about it, and she said, okay, so this medication isn't working for you. We'll try you out on a different medication. This has a better sort of reception from people who don't take well to the first one that you were on, so hopefully this will work for you.
Huh, okay.
So, the good news is, I'm not as tired anymore. And I definitely, like, do feel better, but also I'm having a pretty good week.
Yeah.
So, that could be it. Here's the problem.
Oh no.
So, it doesn't make me tired anymore, but it makes me shit like a bear. I poop like crazy now.
I've never heard of that being a side effect when it comes to like antidepressants.
Yeah, so like
Holy
I've
shit,
just been
that's so funny.
Yeah. So I've just been shitting like crazy. And so last night we were at we were at the short film shoot.
I'm just gonna like apologize on Jessie's behalf to like anybody that's listening right now. If you haven't just like stopped the podcast at this point, just unsubscribe. Just like, well, that was something I listened to, but I can't do it anymore. We're talking about Jessie's bowels for like the 4th time. I'm so sorry, everybody
really
listening at home.
This is my new segment. How's Jesse's shit doing?
No, we're not doing that ever. Don't say that. Please.
Anyway, so
Okay, yeah, you were filming, sorry.
Yeah, we were
That's
filming.
like relevant to this podcast, sorry.
Yeah. Well, this part isn't relevant. But we broke for dinner, and we went for some McDonald's because I have like no money and I needed something. So we went to McDonald's, and then we got super lost trying to figure out where we were supposed to go film, because we needed to film at a parking garage, but all of the parking garages were like closed, or like you needed a permit to park here.
Weird.
Or it was government property, so you're not allowed to be here, you know. So we just kept going to these different places, and we got super behind schedule.
Were you guys like on campus filming?
No, like around town.
Oh, okay.
And so eventually we found, like, just a parking lot that we could film in. And by the time we got there, it was around, like, maybe an hour after that, maybe, like, 7 or 8, and I really needed to go. But there was nowhere around for me to go, and they needed me on set, so I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna stay here. And we stayed in that parking lot for 2 hours.
Great.
Just holding it.
That
Just
sucks.
holding it and sweating. And eventually, it got to a point where I genuinely considered just going in a bush.
Yeah. It gets to that point. Even the
director,
greatest fall.
The director straight up told me, I have toilet paper in my car if you, like, need to go to a bush or something.
What a champion.
And I said, I appreciate the offer, and I'll consider it, but I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because we're filming in a parking lot that's, like, it's City Hall.
Oh my
The parking lot we were
God.
filming at.
Direct action. That's so funny.
I can't just shit in the parking lot at
Of
City Hall.
City Hall. Fuck this town. That's so funny.
It just occurred to me, oh yeah, it was City Hall. My main concern was, I don't want to poop in the parking lot, but not, especially now that it's City Hall.
God, if you had come on this podcast and you had told me, hey, Leo, pal mine, I shit in the parking lot of City Hall in this city that I live in, that I can't leave from for a while because I go to school here. If you had told me that, I would have, like, driven to where you are just to high five you. That's, like, insane. That's so funny. I'm, like, a little disappointed that you didn't just shit in the City Hall parking lot. Because I used to live in that area, and it sucks. Like,
yeah.
I don't think I would have been mad at you if you did. Oh my God.
Fuck. Honestly, like, everyone could say, like, you should if you, like, really need to go. It'd be a story to tell, at least.
Yeah, that's cool. Everybody's got your back.
Yeah, everyone's got my back.
Like, I won't tell nobody. You go shit in that
Everyone
bush.
was like, everyone at the end, we were like, okay, let's go back to one of our actors' places and, like, just get drunk or whatever, have, like, a little rap party.
That sounds dope
And
as
I was
fuck.
like, I'd love to, but I have no money for drinks, and I seriously gotta shit.
I got
so
a
I'm just gonna go
nuclear
home.
shit brewing.
I have like little gas. I'm 30 minutes from my place. I have no money, and I desperately need to poop. So
I'm dipping out tonight, fellas.
I'm dipping out. Everyone understood. It was super funny.
That's a
it
very
was terrible.
good story.
The story that I almost shit myself in City Hall.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Best Boys Podcast, a show by film students, but not just for film students. I'm your host, Leo.
And I'm Jessie, the other one.
So, we were on a little bit of an unplanned hiatus, and we had a little bit of, like, awkwardness when it came to publishing episodes to our schedule, because Jessie came to visit for spring break. My roommate moved out, and I converted their old room to an office space, so if it's a little echoey on my end, that's why.
I thought you were gonna say, like, I converted to Christianity. I was like, oh, go off, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Catholic now. No, not at all. Wouldn't that be funny?
Him with a capital H, please.
That's so funny. My pronouns are the Lord. Anyway, Sasha moved out, so their room is now an office space. So I set that up, and then Jessie came to visit, and then we filmed some stuff, so we're going to be uploading a video of some of the stuff that we did. It's probably going to be, like, not a great video, but, whatever. You get to see what we look like.
Yeah.
Because we just, like, kind of forgot to film for, like, the last half of, like, the week that you were here.
We sure did.
So we'll just put in some black text and be like, yeah, we did this too.
Yeah. You get to see my ugly mug and Leo's precious baby boy face.
I'm a baby boy face.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't write this down as a talking point, but yesterday was my 1 year on T, so that's cool.
Yay!
Yay! I was so round.
Mm-hmm. And I came out to my film club.
Yeah,
As
that was really
trans.
cool.
Yeah, and everyone took it very well, including my roommates. So that's
and
awesome.
then you immediately almost shit in a bush at City Hall. So
I sure
you
did.
made just like a really good first impression on these folks. So yeah, we had a little bit of we also had a little bit of technical difficulties editing and uploading. Like
Our computers suck ass.
2 full episodes. Yeah, like I edited one and then my computer crashed and then I went back and finished editing, but I left some shit in by accident because like I couldn't find it after the program crashed.
You left in the most disgusting burp I ever did.
I swear to God, I combed through the audio for like 30 minutes trying to find it so I could remove it, and I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I thought like maybe it's saved from when I edited it out like before it crashed, but I guess not. But I swear to God, I tried to fix that. And then we have another episode coming out where I just didn't record properly, so my half of the audio sounds like shit. But we're working on it.
We are absolutely working on it. Also, you left in a couple mentions of the "it's like when you nut" joke in episode 6, which was recorded after the other one.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a little confusing that we're talking about like it's like when you nut, like we're referencing something that hasn't happened yet. But
Yeah,
like,
God, we've just been going through
care
some
enough
shit.
to comb through all of the audio and just like, oh, this is a reference to "it's like when you nut." Oh, this is another nut joke.
We're talking about nutting again.
God damn it. Leo said nut again. What a little freak.
What an animal.
What a little freaky boy.
I think I called Tyler a freak earlier. Calling somebody a freak is just so funny.
It really is.
As long as you're like close to them. I feel like calling somebody a freak in earnest is like genuinely really mean, but
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, the next like 2 episodes are gonna be, or like our previous like 2 episodes are gonna be like kind of shitty, but
I feel like no, actually, yeah, my the episode where I pitched was not very good. Having like listened back through it, it's.
What do you mean? I liked listening to you like pitch your shit. I think we like walked through
but
it, like pretty well.
the 10-minute preamble of I'm too scared. I'm too scared to pitch it.
I mean, I cut it out so that it made sense chronologically with the episode, but it wasn't like too much. But
Yeah.
Maybe don't be a little pussy ass bitch, and it won't be a problem.
Maybe stop having fucking social anxiety, you loser.
Fucking idiot.
You fucking weenie.
Bare your soul more easily, idiot. So today's episode, I'm going to be talking about one of my projects that I'm working on right now, because in my storyboarding class, because we just got back from spring break, and for like pretty much the rest of the semester, we're going to be working on one final animatic, and so it won't be like an entire short film, but I might build on it in the future and make it something like bigger and like full color, because she wants us to do it like black and white, but just because it's easier. But I have an animatic project that I'm working on, and I'm like doing some concept art, and like I'm gonna have to write a script probably like after school tomorrow. I don't know. But I've got some concept art going. I have some on my Instagram if you want to check it out. It's at Gouacheboy, Gouache.
It's
dot
so
boy.
cute.
Yeah, I'm like really excited about this project.
I
So,
love your characters so much. They're so adorable.
I actually got somebody on Instagram send me like a message request, and they said, whenever I eat lemon heads, I think of your little fruit dudes.
Aw, that's cute.
I'm like, no, don't eat them. But
No.
don't eat my boys. So when Jessie came over spring break, we just like doodled on my couch together for a bit, and I drew this like.
Speaking of which, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
Can you scan and send me the Sonic and Knuckles holding the pride flags? Because I
Yeah.
actually want to like finish them up in like Photoshop and whatever.
Yeah,
and,
I can do that.
Like do it good because I
Yeah.
really like how they came out.
Tyler saw the drawings on the table and was like, "You didn't draw these, did you?" I'm like, "Nah, that was Jessie." Tyler was like, this doesn't look like you. This doesn't look like how you draw.
Yeah.
But we were... So, of course, Jessie drew Sonic and Knuckles, and I drew, I just, like, doodled, but I came up with, like, this really cute little guy. He's just, like, a lad. He's a green lad with a lime for a head, and he's got, like, a little leaf and, like, sprout thing coming out of his head, and I think he's just, like, the cutest thing.
He's so
and then
cute.
I started thinking about, like, more shit that I could do with him, and, my original idea... So, my teacher in that class, she, like, gave me some ideas on how to make the story make sense a little bit more, and I actually thought that what she said was a good idea, because usually whenever she gives me feedback, she winds up making it more difficult than it needs to be, I feel like, especially when I had her for stop motion last semester, because, like, we had already built the stuff, and it's like, or, like, we hadn't built the stuff yet, like the sets or the puppets or whatever, so, like, we hadn't come to those problems yet, so we didn't know how to solve them. But anyway, she gave me some advice for the story that I thought would be cool. But anyway, I came up with Lime Man. I think that's just going to be his name. I don't feel like coming up with another name. But Lime Man, and he's gay, of course, because I'm gay, and I said so. They're my characters, and I'll make them gay if I want.
What's that Noel Stevenson tweet that's like, unless I say otherwise, assume that all of my characters are gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That's kind of how I work.
Me too.
But it centers around Lime Man, who works as a freelance artist for a, like, local graphic design company in this, like, cute little town. I got a lot of inspiration and just, like, tonally and, like, the idea of just having a cute little city filled with, like, you know, fruit people and, like, little animal friends and, like, the occasional human, maybe. Kind of like how Regular Show just, like, has humans in it for some reason, and then also, like, animals and whatever.
It made me think... It also made me think of Oswald, as we mentioned earlier, and also, like, a little bit of Chowder, kind of.
Yeah,
with,
that's
like, the
true.
food aesthetic.
I could see that. But, Jessie and I just, like, watched 2 hours of Oswald while you visited. That was, like, really fun.
I love... I don't remember liking Oswald much as a kid. But,
I don't either.
Yeah, but after watching it, it was very sweet and wholesome.
It's so cute. It's, like, the most adorable little show.
Yeah.
It's, like, so soothing. I didn't like it as a kid because it was boring, but, like,
yeah.
As an adult, just, like, watching it and going, like, yeah, everything's okay. And, like, this cute little octopus dude and his gay penguin friend are, like, they're gonna go on a picnic or some shit. Like, it's just so pleasant and sweet.
And his big lesbian flower friend.
Yes, she's such a lesbian. I love her.
Yeah.
But it centers around Lime Man. He works for a graphic design company as an artist, and whenever he's at work, down the street from his office is a flower shop, and this guy he does, like, flower deliveries. He works for them, and he rides a bike with, like, a little cart attached to the back with, like, little flowers in them for, like, his deliveries, and almost every day he rides past Lime Man's office, and so he'll see him through the window. And I want to, like, do, like, kind of a montage of, like, Lime Man seeing... I'm just calling him Apple Guy because he's a handsome apple guy. He wears a leather jacket and cool boots. And he works for a flower shop, so you know he's got a soft interior.
Of course.
He's like, dream man. Anyway... But Lime Man has a crush on him, and I want to, like, make it clear that
you have a crush on him.
I do, yes. I'm gonna have to voice act, like, all of this, so I'm gonna have to really get in the heads of my characters.
Damn, that's fun.
Yeah, I'm excited to voice Lime Man. I think he's gonna be cute.
Yeah.
He's gonna be, like, fun to do.
Real quick, Lyman is a name.
Lyman, really?
Yeah, so, like, this is off topic, but, like, Garfield, in the Garfield comics, the original... The original
this
owner
is just
for
like
Odie,
on Garfield?
The original owner for Odie was John's roommate and neighbor or something named Lyman. Like, Lyman.
Okay.
So, like,
Does it just sound like I'm saying Lyman?
Yeah, kind of. Whenever you say Lime Man, it sounds like you're saying Lyman.
That's funny.
It makes you think of that, so it's like, oh, that's actually a name. But then you say Apple Guy, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's just Apple Guy. I have their names, like, in my head, like, Ram Boss, Human Girl, plant lesbians.
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
I designed some background characters earlier. I posted them on my Instagram.
I didn't see them. I'll have to look.
Okay. But anyway, Apple Guy rides past Lime Man's office every day, and he's shy, wants to talk to him, thinks that he's really cute.
Oh,
but,
I love them.
Yeah, I think they're really cute.
There's you.
Yeah, I put my little alligator
I love it.
self in. Yeah, so Lime Man is shy. He wants to talk to this dude, but just like hasn't yet. And on this one particular day, he's working on a design for a local, like, I think it was like an orange stand or like a fruit stand or something. I have it written down. I don't remember. It's minor detail. But he's working on like thumbnails or sketches or something for designs for a client, and his boss comes over and says, like, you need to have like, he's distracted by Apple Guy as he's riding past again, and he like stops to do something on the cart. And then he's distracted by Apple Guy. He's brought back to the real world by his boss, and his boss is like, hey, you need to have these like rough sketches or thumbnails or whatever done by 3:30. And Lime Man looks at the clock and it says 3. So he's like, fuck, okay, I have 30 minutes left to finish these. I got most of them done, but I still have some stuff I need to do. He looks back out the window, and Apple Guy is riding away, but he notices something on the ground behind him. So he walks out and he sees a rose with like a little card on it, and he assumes that it's one of Apple Guy's deliveries. And he's like, oh my god, I have to get this back to him. Like, I don't want him to get like in trouble or something for like not delivering his flower correctly. And so chase scene ensues. He like looks back at the office, sees his boss through the window, and just like grits his teeth and is like, okay, I'm gonna go find him, give it back, and then I'm gonna be back to the office in time to finish up the rest of my drafts by 3:30. I'm gonna do this. So he chases after him, jumps over like carts, like has people say hi to him and whatever. Like, I have neighbor girl, or like human girl. I have her as being like this rad skateboarding chick, and like maybe he runs into her and like asks to borrow her skateboard or whatever. So he's like chasing this dude down like throughout the street. And I just really like how I'm envisioning the town to look in my head. So I want to really focus on like backgrounds and stuff in this like scene, and I want to like make the town seem very lively and cute in case I wanted to do more with it in the future. But so Lime Man finally catches up to Apple Guy. There's the flower shop is right next to a like a Italian restaurant, and there's like a little courtyard where you can eat outside. So he sees Apple Guy go like through the courtyard around the back entrance of the flower shop, and he follows him into the courtyard, and he finally is like, stop, like, please, like, I've been trying to catch up with you. And Apple Guy turns around, and Lime Man's like, hey, like, you dropped this in front of my office. Like, I thought it was for a delivery of yours, and I didn't want you to get in trouble, blah, blah. He's just, like, rambling and, like, blushing and, like, doesn't know how to, like, talk to this dude. And he's like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to give you this because I didn't want you to get in trouble with your boss. And Apple Guy just starts laughing. And then Lime Man feels, like, shitty about it and is like, oh, my God, like, this dude's laughing at me. Like, what if I made a mistake or whatever? And Apple Guy's like, did you read the card? And Lime Man's like, no, I figured that would be rude. And Apple Guy, like, takes the flower, turns it around, and gives it to him. And it says, coffee sometime, with his number.
Oh.
And then I think I'm just going to end it there, because then there's, like, well, does he get back to finish his drafts for his job in time? Like, nobody cares. Like, that's not the purpose of the short. I don't think I'm going to continue it after that, but I wanted that to be the end, and I wanted it to be cute and open-ended if he got his designs done, or if he got fired. I don't think he got fired.
I love it
I'm
so
like,
much.
I think it's a really sweet, like, very short, to the point, like, I feel like I think it would be a challenge just because of, like, the chase scene and, like, all of the backgrounds that I'm going to have to do, but I think it's going to be really fun, and I think the characters are simple enough that they won't be horrible to draw over and over and over.
Yeah.
Because when I had to do a storyboard for Amadeus, those were, like, real-ass people with, like, powdered wigs and, like, really intricate costumes and stuff. Like, this dude is, like, a stick figure with, like, a green head. Like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not that worried about it.
I'm a hopeless romantic, so, like, the second you said that, like, he drops one of the roses and Lime Man, like, picks it up, that immediately I immediately knew where it was going, and
Yeah.
I just was smiling the entire time. It's so cute.
You were like covering your like mouth with your hands, like as I was telling you about.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love it.
I definitely want to upload that onto the channel once I'm finally done with it. I hope
do.
I like it. I like really like this project a lot, and like later on in my major, I'm gonna have to take a 2D production class where like the entire class is like one big studio, and you just make one short film over the entire semester. It sounds really fun. I'm really excited for it, and you have to like pitch your idea, and I'm wondering if I like my animatic, using that to pitch it so that we could fully animate it. But if there's people in my class that are going to be shitty about everybody being gay, then like I would much rather have creative control than have somebody in my class go like, well, what if we made the apple a girl or something? It's like, no, they're gay for a reason. I made them gay because I'm gay. Like, don't straight wash my story.
Straight wash.
Like, I made them gay for a purpose.
Yeah. The purpose is me.
Yeah, the purpose is I want to see more cute little gay cartoons, so I'm gonna make them.
Yeah. That's really fun. I love
Yeah, I'm like really excited about it, and doing like concept art for it has been like really cool. It's something that I've been like consistently excited about, rather than like even when I was doing concept art and shit, and I'm like actually excited to like write the script and like like draft like camera angles and like the like thumbnails and stuff for like the actual board. Like I'm really excited to work on it, and I'm glad I have like a decent amount of time to work on it. Like I have about a month, which is dope. I'm excited. Oh, I also have something that I wanted to talk about that's pretty cool. I have a neat opportunity going on in my area. So I live in South Florida, so the Tampa International Gay and Lesbian Film Festival is like a pretty big deal here. It was founded in I think the early 90s, but when it was first founded, it had like a really big had like a really high like rate of people who would show up. Like their numbers for people who like attended the events and stuff, like not even just the main film festival, but like whenever they would host like screenings or whatever throughout the year, there would be like a shit ton of people that would show up. It was like huge. But since it was founded like kind of a while ago, and they haven't been doing a lot of outreach to like the younger generations, and like the older generations are like not as invested with the community, or they're not as they just like don't go to the events anymore, or unfortunately some of them may have passed away just because they've gotten older. But the turnout rate for all of Tiglif's events and stuff has gone down over the years, like by a lot. Like events that used to have like hundreds of people show up maybe have like 30 now, which really sucks. So my storyboarding professor that I was talking about a little bit earlier ago, she is a juror for another local film festival that's going on around here, and she met the founder for Tiglif, and she mentioned me and my films from last semester that you can find on this channel, because they're very like, you know, centered on being trans, or like my transition, or, you know, being LGBT in some way. So she mentioned my work to him, and then she emailed him later on and was like, hey, like I mentioned my student Leo, like he's a hard worker and he's a good like film student, blah blah blah. And the founder emailed her back and was like, hey, like here's my email address with Tiglif, like have him email me and like we can talk about this like opportunity that I have. So I emailed him, and then somebody else got back to me. But basically, after we like talked on the phone about what it would entail, I am now a founding member of the Tiglif like youth outreach program. We're going to be hosting events and stuff all over South Florida, and trying to get people, especially like people our age, more involved in like film competitions and like Tiglif as a whole. And like we're trying to get more people involved. So basically, this feels very Save the Rec Center-y, because if we don't like get more people our age involved with this festival and this like organization, it will die off. Like they won't be able to keep it running anymore because nobody's interested. So there's like no point in having it anymore. So we're pretty much going to be hosting some like smaller film festivals. We're going to be doing some screenings. I suggested that we have some workshops and like like educational club meetings and stuff, so we can like get more people involved that way. So I'm a big film event coordinator for a very popular local film festival. So that's fucking dope.
Yeah, that's so exciting.
I'm like pumped as shit, and we haven't really done too much yet. We haven't really even decided on a name for the committee, but it's still like a really exciting prospect, and I look forward to putting that on a resume.
Yeah.
And working with Tigliff would probably give me more opportunities to show my like work publicly, and it makes me want to make more shit, so I can have not just show the same like 2 films over and over. So those were the only things that I wanted to mention. I have something else that I wanted to talk about, but it'll be during like housekeeping stuff at the end of the episode. Do you have anything you want to mention?
Yes. So as I mentioned a bit earlier, I was on set for a short film yesterday and about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. You've been shooting that pretty consistently for the past like month, right?
It's only been 2 weekends. It's only been
Gotcha.
2 days of shooting. Just spread across multiple weeks due to like spring break and just things happening and whatnot.
Yeah, that's fair.
But anyway, so we just wrapped on filming yesterday, and it's very exciting. For those wondering, I was the slate operator for most of the production, which if you don't know what that is, it's the person who hits the clapperboard. And that's it.
Honestly, that's the best job. Like, why would you even want to get into film unless you got to do that?
Exactly. It's honestly
at least
like,
once.
Yeah, it's honestly like always been a dream of mine to like be the person to like clap in or whatever.
Yeah,
I
had to do that. I had to do that last semester for my beginning film class God, that entire sentence just came out wrong. I had to do that last semester in my beginning film class because we were doing like a Swede thing, like a bad remake of Jumanji. So for like 1 day of filming, I like did that. It was fun. I enjoy the clapperboard. It's very fun.
Yeah. The filming schedules got a little hectic on both days. And we ran out of battery a couple times yesterday on the camera. So there's a lot of running around, a lot of trying to figure out, oh god, what are we gonna do? A lot of, okay, we'll just have to make the most of this take as we can, you know. But I think it turned out pretty good, what we have so far. It's not edited together yet, and it's not finished, but it looks pretty promising and fun. It's like a murder mystery comedy about a podcaster who gets framed for murder.
That does sound like a really cool premise. I'm pretty excited about it.
His podcast is about the song Songbird by Kenny G.
Okay.
So he just does a bunch of episodes of his podcast talking about, I'm talking with the hairstylist from the music video for the video Songbird by Kenny G.
Oh my god.
Or like whatever.
What a specific podcast. That's really
funny.
It really
is. It's so funny. And now a killer is framing him for murder because he's like killing people and like playing the song Songbird by Kenny G at all the crime scenes.
That's really funny.
It's very funny. Like it's so goofy. The person who plays the killer is very fun. He's very cute. He's so cute.
Yeah. Is it who I think it is?
No.
No, okay.
It's not David. Okay. David was the director.
He could get it.
The guy who played the killer is gay, however.
Cool.
Yeah, and he's... Yeah, he could get it. He could get it, too.
He's cute, cool.
He's super cute.
There's so many cute people at my college.
Yeah.
Like, since I moved here, I was like, wow, look at all this schmeat.
Schmeat! Schmeat!
I swear to God, I fall in love with a new twink every, 20 minutes at school.
God, me fucking too. I might be butchering the intro a little bit for this one, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, and all everyone in between, get ready for America's favorite game show, Crap Ass Comic Book Characters Roundup.
Okay, John Cena, let's go.
So this is Crap Ass Comic Characters Roundup. We're back. I think this might be the second episode in a row to feature this segment.
It might be. I have no idea what the chronology of our episodes is at this point.
I think it is. At this point, so...
Oh, really quick. You saying the word Roundup just immediately implanted the Woody's Roundup song just, directly into my brain.
Yeah, that's what I think every time I hear the
that.
word Roundup. It's time for Woody's Roundup. He's the very best. He's the rootinest, tootinest cowboy in the wild, wild west. Anyway.
Woody's Roundup. It's a fun song. It's a bop.
Yodeling. That's Jessie.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, this is the show where this is the segment, not the show, where I list 4 comic book characters, one of which is not real, I made it up, but the other 3 are absolutely real. And our first bit is the Doom Patrol edition, because I'm not sure if you know this, Doom Patrol is now a series on DC Universe, the much needed DC exclusive streaming service.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that was a thing yet.
Oh yeah, so that's
I knew they were talking about it. I didn't know it was actually a thing now.
Yeah, that's where Titans, the new season of Young Justice, I think a few direct to streaming animated DC movies. They're doing a Harley Quinn show with I think one of the women from Big Bang Theory.
Okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
But anyway, and they just launched a show based on the Doom Patrol, which is a group of really weird superheroes and anti-heroes and whatnot. So here are some characters who are associated with the Doom Patrol. They can either
They're
be
not
a villain,
even in it. They're just acquaintances.
they can either be a villain of the Doom Patrol, or they can be a member or a former member or what have you.
They're in the Doom Patrol subcommittees.
Yeah, the Doom Patrol cinematic universe.
Gotcha. The Peppa Pig cinematic universe.
So we have Sven Larson, aka Animal Vegetable Mineral Man, Danny the Street, Dr. Jane Payne, aka Sunday Best, and Erwin Schwab, aka Ambush Bug.
So Animal Vegetable Mineral Man has to be real.
He is, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the second to last one. What was that one?
Jane Payne, Sunday Best.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah, she's fake.
Yeah, that sounds like something you would come up with.
That does sound like something I would come up with.
Sweet, I win!
Yeah, Danny the Street is a
That was my second guess.
That's a sentient slab of street.
That's a Doctor Who episode, isn't it?
Probably.
A really bad one that none of the fans talk about. It, sucks. It sucks
Almost
so much.
Certainly, yeah. But there is, a character in the DC universe who is just a street, and he can teleport. He's a teleporting street.
What? What in God's name?
I want you to look up a picture of Animal Vegetable Mineral Man.
Okay.
Because this
20
clown...
questions, lad.
This clown looks incredible.
Animal? Vegetable?
Because, the animal, the vegetable, and the mineral they pick for this guy is, stellar pick. Stellar choices. So he is part animal, part vegetable, part mineral, and part man. And also, it's important to mention that the animal is, in fact, a dinosaur.
I found him. And I sent you the picture that I'm looking at on Discord, so now you have to look at it too.
Yeah, that's him.
What a horrific beast.
He's part mineral, part vegetable, part animal, part man. God, they
Dinosaurs aren't minerals.
Fuck, that's the episode title right there.
Dinosaurs aren't minerals.
Amazing. And our second and last edition of today's episode of Crap Ass Comic Characters Roundup is Archie and Alliteration Edition. So these are characters from the Archieverse.
So these are Archie comics?
Yes. These are the characters of Archie comics, but the fun little twist here is...
Patrol.
the Doom Patrol. They all have alliterative names.
Okay.
So
those are always fun. I enjoy those.
I love alliterative names in comic books. Especially here because we have some real winners here. Moose Mason.
Love that.
Dilton Doily. Ryan Ross. And Fangs Fogarty.
Fogarty.
Okay.
Read them again.
Moose Mason. Dilton Doily. Ryan Ross. And Fangs Fogarty.
I'm gonna go with Dilton Doily.
Nah, it was Ryan Ross.
Damn, I thought that was too boring.
Ryan Ross is a former member of Panic at the Disco.
Oh, shows how much I know.
Dilton Doily is, in fact, an Archie Comics character.
I knew who Moose was. Like, yeah, Moose, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, there's definitely, like, a big moose. And
that did sound familiar. That, like, checks.
Yeah, and I'm not familiar with Fangs. I'm not familiar with most Archie characters. I've never heard of Fangs Fogarty, but I love them. I love the name.
Fangs Fogarty is, if the author of My Immortal wrote, like, an Archie fanfiction. Yeah. Fangs Fogarty.
Jughead's, like, sexy vampire cousin.
God! You know that, like, the author of My Immortal would have...
No, sexy vampire brother, played by the other,
Dylan Sprouse
twin. Yeah.
Yeah. You know that, the My Immortal chick would have such a hard-on for Jughead.
Fuck, you know she would.
Yeah. He's gothic now.
He's gothic.
Moose Mason handed me a gun. If you haven't already, please read
My Immortal.
My Immortal, like, but you have to read it with, like, a group of friends. Preferably a group of friends where at least two of them have had, like, an emo phase, so they, like, relate to the character. That was really funny to watch Sasha and Tyler both be like, yeah, that was a good song, actually.
Yeah, that was really funny. And you fell over laughing when you heard Voldemort handed me a gun.
Yeah, that was very good. That was probably the best part of that entire fic.
The emo Marty McFly at the end.
That was so dumb.
It was so dumb. I think that might have been dumb on purpose. I think that might have...
Every bit of that fan fiction is just, like, wild.
Utter gold. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I cannot figure out if it's fake or not, and I don't know if I want to know.
Me neither. But yeah, that was Crap Ass Comic Characters Roundup.
Don't you have another segment as well?
Cinema! But it's not. Cinema!
But it's not?
But it's not. So, Cinema is a segment where I talk about a movie that I saw in the cinemas with my mom. This is a movie that I did see in the cinemas, but it wasn't with my mom, it was with my friend Nellie. So...
Shout out to Nellie!
Shout out to Nellie. She's awesome. Like, comment, and subscribe if you like Nellie.
Comment below just how much you like Nellie. I still have never met Melly. I'm sure she's great. Hello.
She's very sweet.
I'm Jesse's best friend. Nice to meet you. Through the airwaves.
Oh my god. So I went and saw Us with Nelly the other day.
Oh yeah, I've heard good things. I've heard it's very
Good things.
scary.
Yeah, it's very scary. So this is Jordan Peele's new movie, Us, following up on Get Out. Uh, it's. I wanted to say I didn't give Captain Marvel. No, never mind. I was gonna say for some reason I thought I did a cinema on Captain Marvel. I didn't. It's very good. 21 out of it's the first. It's the 21st in the MCU. That's how I'm rating it.
21 out of 21 movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can buy alcohol.
Yeah. The Lego Movie 2 gets a 2 out of it's the second one. And and Mary Poppins Returns gets a 60 out of it's probably set in the 60s, I think.
I have no idea if that's correct or not, but I don't think it is.
Me fucking neither.
I'm pretty sure it's like Victorian England or something.
Maybe not Victorian. It's like maybe the 20s. Alright, I'll give it a 20 out of it's in the 20s, I think.
I'm Googling it. When?
It might be World War II era England. Maybe it's World War
When
One.
does Mary Poppins take place?
No, it's Mary Poppins Returns.
Yeah, but it's the same like time period, I'm assuming. Oh no, you're right.
It's like 30 years after.
Yeah, you're right.
Because Ben Schwartz, not Ben Schwartz, the one guy you like.
Oh, Ben Whishaw, yeah.
Ben Whishaw, yeah, he's the kid from the first one.
It just says that it came out in 1964. It doesn't really say when it was set. But like their costumes are way too old-timey for it to be set in the 60s, right?
You're probably right. Alright, I'm gonna Google it.
Okay, Mary Poppins Returns is set in 1930s London.
Oh,
24
okay.
years after the events of the original film. Okay. So the original was set around like the turn of the century.
Okay, so I'm giving it a 30 out of it was set in the 30s.
Fantastic.
Because, like, if you give a movie an actual rating, people are going to be mad at you. Like, oh, how come you gave Green Lantern a 7 out of 10, and you gave this movie a 6 out of 10? That's not right, or whatever. I've never seen Green Lantern, and it's probably not worth a 7 out of 10. So,
yeah, probably.
But anyway, so I'm going to give them all garbage scores that are technically true anyway. So Us is... it's about a family that is accosted by their doppelgangers. Are they from another universe? Are they from a science experiment? Are they supernatural? Is it a metaphor for slavery? What's going on here? I'm not gonna... Should we do spoilers, or should we not? What do you think?
I would say spoilers, and then be like, skip ahead if you don't want to hear it.
Okay, so skip ahead to the end. It'll be time-coded in the description. Probably. We'll figure it out. We'll time-code it. They are from... They're the Shadows. They live beneath the earth in a bunch of tunnels, sort of an abandoned subway system.
Okay.
Like, all across America. And it's a lot of metaphors and a lot of subtext and a lot of what does it all mean, sort of. And because the movie just came out, it's kind of hard to know exactly what it all means, since no one wants to, like, spoil it online, especially not the director, because he wants people to go see the movie. So it'll probably make more sense as more things come out about it later on. But as it stands right now, it is a little confusing and a little convoluted.
Yeah.
Just how it all falls into place. Because Get Out, I think, makes a lot more structural sense of, like, this is decidedly what it is about. It's about the commodification of black culture in America by white Americans.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's, like, very,
pretty...
It's very, like, clean-cut that. And Us I think Jordan Peele has said that he doesn't have an active as active a political or social statement to make with us as with Get Out, because he just wanted to make a horror movie that happened to be about a black family instead of a white family, which
That's
I think
fair,
is
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't have to be that deep. It can just be a scary movie. That's cool.
Yeah, I think he said something to the effect of, if you make a movie, you know, a black movie or whatever, in quotes, you know, and every single, like, movie that stars mostly black people has to make a point about being black or whatever.
Yeah,
it has to make a statement.
or it has to be
like,
some,
it
like...
It kind of takes away from, like... That's why I want to make movies where the fact that a character is gay is sort of, like... It's just a side thing. It's not the main thing of the entire story. It's just, and this character is gay. Anyway.
Yeah,
because
it's not
otherwise
a gay
sort of
movie. It's just a movie with gay people.
Yeah, because otherwise it makes it sort of a, like... Oh, I'm gonna go see that black movie, instead of, like, I'm gonna see a movie.
Yeah.
Which kind of, like...
It like tokenizes the entire movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. I totally get it.
I totally get it too. And I think it's probably a good idea. Lupita Nyong'o in this movie, who plays the mother of the family, she is so good.
Yeah.
She's amazing in this movie.
Yeah.
As both the main character and as her evil doppelganger, she's like... I'm expecting an Oscar nomination for her for Best Actress. Like, genuinely.
I hope she fucking gets it.
I hope so, too. Winston Duke, who plays M'Baku in Black Panther, he's the dad, and he is very cute as the dad in this one. He's got, like, little glasses on. He's doing sort of a Jordan Peele impression.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah, so, like, if you watch the trailer, like, he kind of does a little bit of a Peele mannerism, sort of. Like, just, like, in his voice. It's very funny and, like, super cute. M'Baku's so hot.
Yeah, I enjoy him. Yeah, he's very good looking.
Yeah. Yeah, the acting is great. The cinematography is great. The little sort of parallels and, like, little, like... hints and Easter eggs and whatnot are, like, very well placed, I think. The foreshadowing's really good. Some of it less so, I feel, but, like... So, like, there's a bit early on where Lupita Nyong'o's character is watching a commercial in the 80s for, like some sort of charity. It's, like, Hands Across America, and it shows, like... a bunch of, like... It shows, like, America, like, the country, and, like, just a stretch of, like, red stick figures holding hands across, like, across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, at the end of the movie, all of the doppelgangers around the world are in America holding hands across the country.
Huh.
And it's, like... It's... a neat little callback, and it's a neat little, oh, okay, oh, alright, I see what you're going for. But also, like, what?
Yeah, it seems...
It's good symbolism, but it's also like, wait, what?
Like, why?
Yeah, why? What does it mean? And maybe I don't know, it's sort of a thing of maybe I'm not... That's the thing, is, like, I'm not sure if it's a cultural thing, or if it's a me being stupid thing, or the movie not being stupid, but, like, just being kind of, like...
I mean, movies are allowed to have flaws. It's okay.
Yeah,
like...
no, I get that. I'm trying to figure out, like, is it, like, maybe I don't understand it because I'm white.
Yeah,
maybe
that's
it's,
fair.
like, a statement that, like, if I were a black person, I would, like, get it.
Yeah.
Or maybe... it's something that's just painfully obvious and I'm not getting it. Or maybe the movie's just kind of talking out its ass. Which is possible. But I don't necessarily expect that from Jordan Peele after Get Out.
That's fair, yeah.
I will say the movie's very good and it's very scary. Nellie saw it with me and she was curled up in a ball the entire time.
Yeah, I probably would have been too.
She was, like, every so often, like, she would be curled up on a ball and ask me, like, Jessie, what's happening? What's happening, Jessie? I'm not looking.
That's me, like, anytime I see a horror movie with my friends, I'm like, you have to narrate the entire thing to me, just so you know.
What at one point, she, like, as the lights were coming down in the cinema, she asked me, "Are there jump scares in this?" And I said, "Yeah." And she said, "Oh no."
Fuck.
It was super cute.
I do not watch horror movies. The last horror movie that I watched was, like, Annabelle Creation or something. Ooh. It was, like, the sequel to Annabelle or whatever, like a prequel, or I don't know.
Yeah,
that's the only one of those movies that I watched. But, I watched that, and I had nightmares for a year, so I have not watched another horror movie. I am, like, not good with horror. I feel like it's one of those things where, like, the more you watch it, the more you become accustomed to it, but, like...
Yeah.
Why would I do that to myself? Like, I'm not gonna fucking do that to myself. Like, I don't want to give myself, like, really bad anxiety and, like, literally take a toll on my mental health for an entire year, like, just for funsies. Like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I love horror movies. Every time I go into a horror movie, like, just seeing, like, the logo for the studio pop up, I go, like, ooh.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I get, like, sort of hyped. Like, I'm, like, my like spine starts tingling, and I'm like, "Ooh, something's about to happen!"
I'm
like,
ready
I'm
to
gonna get scared.
Yeah, it's a spooky time.
Yeah, I really liked Us. I kind of wish I liked it more. I think I might have to see it again.
Yeah, that's fair.
To like get more out of it, and I think I might have to wait for like Jordan Peele to start talking about it publicly, like what it all means, or maybe read some like fan theories or whatever. Or something, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it further, but as of now, I'm giving it, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of there's 4 people in the family.
That's what I was thinking it was. That's funny.
Yeah. Or, also, giving it an 8 out of there's 8 people if you count the other members of the family.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Yeah. Also, again, spoilers, the white family dies first.
Yes!
So that's a fun little little twist on the genre.
That is fun. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Also, the use of music in the movie is very good. So they used the song "I Got 5 on It" to market the trailer. You know, the "I got 5 on it." It's like a rap song about weed.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I've heard that one.
It's really
sounds
catchy.
Dope, though. I like weed.
Yeah. So they use the song, like, throughout the movie, and, like, you hear kind of, like, a version of the beat in, like, the final confrontation between the Lupita Nyong'o characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's, like, a fight between the two of them, and you just hear in the background, boom, 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 like this sort of like slowed down like strings cover, like, so it's a little spooky and intense, but it's also like, that's "I Got 5 on It" by Lunas. Like,
that sounds like a little goofy.
It's a little goofy, but it's still kind of like, ooh.
Interesting. The cinematography.
The cinematography. That's
poetic
not
cinema.
You silly goose.
Yeah, I know. I'm obviously not.
Oh, there's a really funny joke about, like, Alexa and Google and whatever.
Oh, no.
Where the white family's, like, being murdered by their doppelgangers. And one of them yells out, "Ophelia, call the police!" And Ophelia says, "Okay, playing Fuck the Police by NWA."
That's so funny!
And so the rest of the scene is soundtracked by Fuck the Police by NWA.
That's really good.
It's really good. If you just hear most of the song, it's very good. But yeah, Us is very good. Go see it. Go support. It's apparently doing very well financially, which is very good.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I like hearing about movies doing well that are good movies.
Yeah, especially movies that have, like, a good, like, diverse cast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
it proves that we want movies like that, so hopefully they'll make more.
Exactly. I'm hoping that this Dora movie is one good and also does well.
It sounds cute. Like, it sounds like
Yeah,
an
it sounds
interesting
cute.
movie. I'm, like, legitimately, like, kind of excited for it. I
Yeah,
want to hear how it does.
yeah. I got worried about it at first because I heard it was being produced by Michael Bay.
Was that a joke? I feel like that was a
I
joke.
think it's real.
Oh, fuck.
He's producing it but not directing it.
Okay.
Which is an important distinction. I think it might be
Yeah.
just his production studio is, like, handling production for it. Let me see.
If Dora doesn't explode, I want my money back.
It is not being produced by Michael Bay. Okay. Michael Bay's Platinum Dunes producing, though Bay himself would not be involved with the production. So it's just his production company, Platinum Dunes. So that's good.
Yeah, God. I was really not looking forward to a Dora the Explorer movie, like, legitimately directed by Michael Bay.
That's interesting. So apparently Platinum Dunes mostly does horror movies.
Huh.
They do The Purge, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot from 2003, the Friday the 13th remake from 2009 with Jared Padalecki of Supernatural.
Yep.
The
one
2010...
the one that's in the same universe as the Transformers series. As
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that explains the Michael Bay connection there.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street, the 2010 remake, Ouija, which I saw in the cinemas and was terrible.
I think my mom saw it and thought it was, like, scary, but not necessarily good.
Yeah, I didn't think it was scary or good. It was mostly jump scares.
I mean,
and it's like the fake out jump scares of, like, they're walking in a house and, like, someone walks up behind them and, like, you see the hand grab them and they turn around like, and then it's like their friend like, hey, what are you doing? You know, it's like...
Oh, I hate those.
I hate those so much. Anyway, Platinum Dunes also produced A Quiet Place.
Oh, okay, yeah. That one did really well.
Yeah, hopefully... Yeah, Danny Trejo is voicing Boots the Monkey, and Benicio del Toro is voicing Swiper the Fox.
Wow.
Amazing. I wonder if they're gonna bring in any of the other Dora characters. Like if they're gonna bring in
like Abuela, like her grandma.
I was gonna say like what's the or like Issa the iguana, or like Tico the squirrel, Benny the bull.
Yeah,
I have to read these off the Wikipedia page because I do not remember their names.
Yeah, they like sound vaguely familiar. The only thing I remember was just like her grandma. I remember her grandma being in like a couple of episodes.
I don't remember the grandma much. I remember Diego because he had the spin-off show Go Diego Go.
Yeah, he had, like, his own spin-off. That makes sense.
Yeah. I remember there was a bit about, like, stars. Like, they had to, like... They just introduced an entire season arc of, like, we have to save the stars.
Oh, yeah, they had, like, faces and shit.
Yeah. They were, like, cute little star sonas or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like I drew them as a kid a lot. I feel like I enjoyed the stars and I drew them.
Yeah, I was always confused, like, what?
Why? Why stars?
Why is this an entire season-long arc? Why are they in some episodes, but not all? What's the point of this?
It's gamifying Dora. I don't know.
Yeah! Well,
it's like Super Mario Galaxy, but with stars.
Yeah, well, Dora's already gamified, because, like, it has the whole, like, can you see the thing?
I wonder how they're gonna do that in the movie.
The cursor comes into screen and goes...
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to. I think...
I really fucking hope not. I think that would be really stupid if they did that.
You know, it'd be really funny. It would be really funny if, like, Dora has to, like, pull out her computer at school or whatever, and she, like, loads up her computer, and she, like, moves her mouse to, like, log in, and, like, the cursor is, like, big and blue, and, like, whenever she clicks on something, you hear the noise, like,
yeah, that's
in
funny.
the show. That'd be a fun little...
This movie sounds like a Story Break episode.
It does. It sounds... Yeah.
I'm, like, pretty sure they've done a Dora the Explorer episode. I'm gonna look it up right now, because I, like, am almost positive that they've done one.
Almost certainly.
They have a Carmen Sandiego episode.
Ooh. They just brought back Carmen Sandiego for Netflix.
Yeah.
With, I think it's Gina Rodriguez from Jane the Virgin as Carmen Sandiego. Carmen Sandiego's a thief, right?
I don't know. I never
Her thing is that she's a thief.
I don't know. I never watched the original.
Me neither. All I know is she has a big hat.
Yep, and she wears a lot of red.
Yeah. And where is she? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if I don't think they actually did a Dora one. Damn it, that was all for nothing. Oh well.
Damn.
So we're gonna wrap it up today for today's episode of Best Boys. But I have a fuck. That was really bad. I have a thing, and we're done. Bye.
What's your thing?
Oh, we're going to wrap it up today for this episode, but one of the things that Jessie and I were talking about doing in the future is we're trying to figure out a way to go live for maybe some drawing streams on my end. Y'all can watch me draw and like ask us questions or talk to us or whatever. We're thinking about going live just on YouTube or maybe Twitch. I don't have a Twitch at all, but I feel like YouTube might be easier.
Yeah, I do, but I think YouTube's probably easier.
Yeah, it's with the rest of our stuff, and we could just save the video. Are we able to save the video and, like, post it?
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah, I'd like to do some drawing streams in the future, maybe, like, while I'm working on backgrounds for my storyboards or whatever, or I'm storyboarding Lime Man, y'all can, like, hang out with us while we, while I draw and Jessie and I talk and hang out or whatever on Discord. But, yeah, I think that would be something cool to look into in the future. We're still trying to figure it out, like, technically, but, if anybody has any suggestions for that, please let us know. But that's something that I thought would be cool to do in the future, and we will keep y'all posted. Mm-hmm. You can find us on social media. I'm at GouacheBoy on both Twitter and Instagram, GOUACHE, if you want to check out stuff that I'm doing. If you want to check out Lime Man's progress or some of my ceramic stuff that I'm working on, those are very fun. And Jessie, where can we find you? Under the basement.
Under the basement. You can find me at I'm Okay at Things on Twitter or at GrinchFat on Instagram. Most of my Instagram is me taking selfies in my bathroom. And most of my Twitter is me occasionally retweeting a meme and liking a lot of stuff and linking to my NSFW Twitter.
Sweet.
That is on private, so...
You won't just, like, accidentally find that.
You won't just accidentally find that. No cishets. Sorry to be heterophobic, but...
Not to be heterophobic, but...
But I'm gonna be.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for us today. You guys have a good one. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Best Boys, and we will see you next time.